about him and what the relationship is, and that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care, and when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
They come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up, loose football. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini coaches address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Time to roll through the starters defensively for Detroit. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
This is an area of the game that they definitely have to improve because right now, against the pass, top 10 in the league. But against the run, that's where the struggles have come in. Got to find a way to make sure they stop runners before they get started.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And he's going to be 48-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And this is caught by Watkins. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. Everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a man open down the middle of the field. Johnson on, it's poke free. Football's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And where's it going to go down?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Ready, break. 51. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Set up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air. He makes what?
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches' meetings and we're walking out in the hall and you're like, how come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And then look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with coaches, but it is a big part of it. And look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for our first points of the game. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They're going to look to throw. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Let's go.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. They'll run on first down. Dickerson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
2nd and 11. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Back to throw. This is caught. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rip.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. From 3 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
60-or.
2nd and 1. He's got quick. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Dawson tacks on the point after, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So that drive spanned 5 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They'll set up a throw. Dancing to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
Help me out, partner. Did they use up all their juice on 2nd down when they got the sack? Because on 3rd down, 0 pressure all the time in the world, and he picks up the first down with that throw.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This is caught. Watkins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Sammy Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well,
it's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Early on, you hit on it. Needing to avoid the big play. Easier said than done, though. There's a big touchdown.
Yeah, the big thing is when he does get his catches, you've got to tackle him and get him on the ground.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Tomlinson, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. Know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
He'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while. What
it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Throwing left side, it's complete. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. On first down, Tomlinson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right.
So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10. And he fires one incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They'll run on 1st down. Tomlinson. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now back to throw. Buying time to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Tomlinson again, a 1st down carry. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, Tomlinson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter window.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. The kick by Lambeau is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
They'll look to throw here. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And again, he'll find Gronkowski complete. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sack, baby! Sack, baby!
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Dawson's kick is up and through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Well, forget the field goal to try to tie this thing. They'll have a chance to take the lead here with 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Back to throw. And it's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Mark Andrews, his second touchdown on the season. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So now the Lions down 21-17, less than 90 seconds to go. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Again, it's Elliott. They find some open. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. The 30. 10, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable, but do you really feel like it's totally over yet? Make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense, but that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd down, Tomlinson. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Eagles, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out in my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bro. Lifting up never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take no